Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along Simulation for the Nation and welcome back to the debt-free farm, where today we have seen some pretty big changes, starting first and foremostly with the 7840. We have traded in the 6810. I want some more power, some more speed on the road as well. Keeping the Ford lineup though, we have gone for the 78, and today we're trying to make as much money as possible. We're selling as many of our possible crops that we can sell. We've sold the straw bales that we baled up in the last episode as well, got about £3,000 for those guys, and now we're on to the cereal crops. So as you can see, we've got a few left here to go. We're selling soybeans today. We're going to take these for a little bit of a drive. We are going up to Whitney Grain at the very northeast of the map, so off we go. We're going to get these sold. We've got a lot of fertilising to do and spraying. We've got some weeds coming through in one of our wheat crops that we need to get kind of taken control of. We're kind of getting ourselves prepared so that in the live stream coming up later on this afternoon, we can get ourselves away with some cultivation work, some field work for our second field that's ready to go. Once that's in the ground, then we can get some mowing done, get some baling done. So lots to kind of focus on. There's a few other bits of equipment at the yard there that we've kind of upgraded or we've bought in, so we're going to have a look at those. Once we've sold this grain off, that should really see us kick up our revenue a little bit. Kind of keep us looking in a good place moving forward as well. Ideally, if we can get up around the 150,000 mark, maybe 170, we'll be in a position where we can look into picking up a new field somewhere along the lines. But yeah, this is the first step at least. You might remember that field just on the hillside there is the one we drilled recently as well, so that looks like it's starting to come through. Looks like a good looking crop there now. And yeah, we're off in the 78, cruising along here. It does seem to be a little bit faster. The sound of this tractor is great as well, it really is. Soybeans at the moment are coming in really well, around about £1,500 a ton, so we're going to really seize on this moment to sell them off. And we're just going to go into here, Whitney Grain, just up here on our right, I believe. That's looking good for me. That's the sawmill, a bit further, the next one. Yeah, that crop's really coming through, looking fantastic. Ideally we'd like a spraying job in there, just to be able to get some herbicide down on the ground, but not to worry. In we go. Okay, where's the sell point here? Must be around the back end. There we go, perfect. Oh. Otherwise, our crops that we have in the ground right now are looking really good. Very happy with them. Just ideally would like a little bit extra. A few more fields maybe. And then we can really kind of be in a comfortable position, I would say. £18,000 for a load. It is in dollars at the moment. We need to change that back to pounds. But 18,000, that is really kicking us on. Another load like that and we'll be more than comfortable. It's fantastic. There we go there. Now we do have the grassland around the farmstead and it is in a position where it could be mowed. Like I say, we'll look into that probably in the live stream later on today, just to make sure that we get ourselves all up and running. With the aim of, like I say, just trying to keep that revenue ticking along. I want to get some, I'm thinking about getting some hens at some stage because that's going to be a nice slow source of income with little in terms of output from us really. Oh, and our input costs there will be quite low, so that's kind of what I'm thinking of. The noise on this Ford is beautiful. Really nice. I'll just keep cruising along here. And then yeah, so there are a few new mods out today on the mod hub as well. Today being Tuesday time recording here, that some of those might find their way onto this map as an option for us to use. I've also been looking at a few new combines to bring in, and I'm going to pull up when we start to load up the trailer again. I'm going to show you what else I looked into doing, because I went on to tractorhouse.com and also went across some of the kind of auto trader websites for farm machinery, so farm traders Inc. I found some accurate prices for some of the modern, some of the equipment that is available to download from the mod hub, but where the prices are a little bit too high. So for example, this here Ford, this was valued at 68,000. Now I found one that was valued at 6,500, and I found another one that was valued at a little bit more than that as well. I actually restricted the price of this to about £12,000. So I want to make the prices more realistic, but I don't want to make it too easy. So I'm kind of kicking up a little bit there. Similarly, for some combines, I'm doing the same thing. And I'm also... Let's just get lost of those beans. So we have a look at in here as well. I've also been doing the same thing for some of the telehandlers. So as you can see, this should have been 65,000. I found one on the market for 5,000 and one on the market for 6,000. So and even one on the market for 3,500. So I went £8,500. Makes it a little bit more attainable, but still not well within reach. Still got to do some work to get that, if you know what I mean. So at some stage soon, it will be nice. We might look into upgrading and actually getting a telehandler on the farm. That'd be a good look for us. And combine harvesters are the same. We do need to get ourselves a new combine. We need to think about what we can find for that. Sounds like it was another achievement there. What we want to do, like I say, is find ourselves a combine that we can actually use. There we go, because we need to and want to be able to buy our own rather than leasing at all costs there. So I have a few shortlisted offers. Again, I've made the prices reflect true to life because they were just too expensive. Like 70,000, 80,000 pounds for a 14-foot 35-year-old combine seemed a little bit too much for me, for my liking. So that's why we kind of changed it up a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to sell this load. We're going to head on back down to the yard, where we'll jump in. We'll have a look, see what's going on down there. We need to... there's a few changes down there we'll have a look at, like I say. We're going to have a look at the tractor that we're driving, because I want to look and see if there's any configurable options for wheels. Because we need some row crops so we don't damage our own crop. We'll stick the sprayer on because we've got some weeds coming through, and then we'll see how we're looking from there. So lots to do, and we'll sell this guy, and you can join us on our way down. I do love the sound of the gear changes on this Ford though, it's just incredible. And in here we go. Nice and easy grain store to get in and out of as well. Whoop. And up it goes, another £3,500. Beautiful. Alright team, well we're going to head on back down to the to our main yard. It's not the main yard in the farm there, but to our main yard. And we're just going to set our bill up here first, do that, and then we'll join you back over the yard. Alright folks, welcome back. We're just coming along the track here now. Nice little drive through this map actually. It's a beautiful area to have a little wander through. Lovely day as well, the sun is shining. There's going to be plenty for us to do there. Just give the bottom of the tractor and trailer a little wash through the ford here. As you can see, field over to our right, left here, beg your pardon. I'm just going to jump out here. Jump over. Crop itself is looking great. A lot of weeds in here though that we do need to think about. We have to come in and tackle. They're starting to look a little bit too strong. So we're going to have to have a look into those, but that's not a problem. We can definitely do that. Jump. Ourselves back in and away we go. So yeah, that's going to be coming in with the spray there, just to kind of get on top of those really, make sure everything looks good. Keep some more ticking along nicely. Yeah, because otherwise our yield will be compromised a little bit there, and we want to get as much as possible, like I say, because we really do need to continually make sure that we're generating as much revenue as possible. That's the challenge here. Second we go into even a pound's worth of debt, then we are toast. For now, we'll just try and sneak this back into here. I think what we'll do is we'll just loop around first. Parking the trailer out here for now, just because it's a bit too tall as it goes. It won't fit into that shed, as I found out to my expense today. But yeah, this grain trailer will, and we'll keep that one inside. And we'll have a look at the new bits of equipment that are here already. One of which we've had for a while, if you follow the live streams, that we just haven't brought back to the yard. And there's a couple of other bits and pieces that we've needed to look into for a fair little bit as well, just to continually improve how things are going to go for us around here. Perfect. I also squared up the shed just a little bit more, because if you remember when I last placed it down in a hurry, there was a bit of the wall coming through, so I moved it away from the wall now. We're looking a lot better there. Let's just do that. Take out the pipes, drop the trailer. Perfect. So, as we look over here, we'll see that we now have a fertilizer spinner as well as a sprayer. This is the new Vicon, the new old Vicon that's available on the mod hub. We also brought up our hay bob as well. That was down at the store for ages. We never really got that pulled back around, so we got that one done, dusted. I also bought in a placeable trigger for a workshop. Now we needed something just to be able to change tyres around, put row crops on if we needed them. That's why that's there. First thing I'm going to have a look at to see is if I can put row crops onto this guy. Because if we can, then we're going to get that set up pretty quickly onto the sprayer, just to tackle those weeds. Now what we may also need to do is actually go and we don't have any herbicide here at all. So we don't have a tank for it either. Oh, actually, I forgot about that. There is another machine right here as well. There we go. It was hidden. We bought a cultivator. That's 6 meters wide. This is a nice kind of harrow cultivator, really. Nice bit of width on there, though. Should get some ground cover with that one. It'd be good for us when we ever take on any contract jobs as well. So that'll be pretty handy. But it is in the wrong place. So I'm just going to look to see on here, see if yeah, so £12,500 would be the cost for that guy. We'll set up row crops. Does it come with row crops? It does. Okay. Okay, so we'll think about that a little bit. Maybe move those guys out of the way. We also need to think about what we can do with for our herbicides and pesticides. We've only got liquid fertilizer there. So, a storage spot really. Ideally getting this cleared out at some point would be a good mission for us. Because if not there, maybe we'll have to invest a little bit of money at some point soon into that. However, right now, let's get that moved out of the way first. We'll get that hooked on. We'll probably just take this for a drive down to the store because I don't want to do any big construction today. We need to think about what we're going to do for that. Make sure we do it all properly. But yeah, that's certainly something we'll look into next. The mower is on the Deutz because that is one of our next jobs in the live stream this afternoon, just to get going. with that one, make sure we're all set up. We will be streaming this afternoon at a slightly different time here. We're going to be streaming instead of Landy, who has a few different things to do. So we'll be coming live at 7 PM GMT. So if you've not joined us so far for this challenge, make sure you do come along and stick in there. Pop your head and say hello. And we'll see what we can get ourselves up to. Just a small little sprayer, but it's still kind of nice. Very cheap as well. I think it's still in the region of around 18 meters, so sufficiently big enough, that's for sure. What we'll do, does it have anything on board now? No, it does not. Beautiful. Make sure we're all connected. Didn't put any cables there anyway. Excellent. So we need to go back down there. We'll pick up some herbicide anyway. If I'm toying with the idea as well. My next idea for this, rather than put like another big tank up there, we have liquid fertilizer. That's a given. We can buy pallets or big bags of solid fertilizer. That's fine. I might buy a Bowser, like a trailed Bowser, that we could stick a load of herbicide in. And we'll be able to like drive around when we have fields in remote locations, or when we have contracts. We'll be able to drive that over there and never run out in theory. I think that's what I might look into doing. Perfect. We'll just pop up to the store here anyway. I think I have one of those Bowsers enabled, so we'll have a look at it, see what the cost is going to be, and the store. So we'll go this way. Next roundabout, hanger left. So how are you all doing anyway? How is your Wednesday coming along? It's Wednesday already, the week is flying. What are you getting up to? Do let us know down below how your week's going, what you're playing at the moment, what mods you're most excited about coming through. I feel like this week we're going to get a huge like bumper download really of mods. Kind of cool. Monday and Tuesday so far have been pretty good, so yeah, I expect to see a few more of those really. There we go. Oh, let's get that on there. Love this tractor already. Getting some time on it as well. It's ticking along here. I imagine this is going to be one of our main workhorses for a long, long time to come. I quite fancy the idea of being New Holland only again, but then I'd also like, I don't know, I could get a couple of Massies on here as well very easily. As you do know, I am a Massey fan at heart. Just waiting for the 6480 to arrive. Okay, so we're going to stop about here, but first thing we're going to do is just disconnect this. Stick this into here. Just customize this up a little bit. And if I go for, I'm on Michelin's. I want to get some Nokia and Trelleborg. Narrow tires. Lovely old job. Yeah, that way at least I don't want to lose any more crop. So now what we need to buy is a pallet of herbicide. What I was thinking of, let's see if we have it in game here. Won't work. Maybe I might not have it enabled. It might be something I have to look into for the next one. Yeah, I just want to make sure we get something. Not that. Oh, no, there it is. 25,000. That's a lot of money for what I wanted. I had something like this where I could just kind of leave it in the corner of a field somewhere. Fill it full and leave it be. But maybe not quite now because yeah, it's a little bit expensive there. But yeah, that's what we're gonna. That's the mindset at least. So we'll see how that one goes. man, there's a lot left in there. It's going to take some time. Okay. Well, we're going to go back to the field anyway. We'll start this. We'll get it done. That first tank probably won't be sufficient, but we know where the rest of it is if we need it. Maybe we'll come back with the Deutz and the flat trailer and we'll pick up that. We might pick up some bags of solid fertilizer as well. We have the money to do it now. It seems like the opportune time to do it as well. We're also going to be waiting for high demand. We do have some other cereal crops that we can sell. Don't want to do it just yet. Want to wait until if that price is going to peak, and then we'll see what we can get for that as well there. So lots of possible opportunities for us to keep the revenue coming in. That's the main thing. Now do let me know in the comments below if you think, like I say, I am thinking about getting some hens, just for a little bit of extra revenue. Let me know if you think we should go hens or if we should go sheep. We'll try and find a good placement for that as well. Because yeah, we've got a few grass fields that we can capitalize on. Might as well use them a little bit. One we'll keep for actual forage crops, and one we'll try and use, and not use all of it for livestock, of course, but use some bit just to get some diversification into the business. With the aim here, I know that Bale is working on seasons for this map, and I really want us to be in a position that when seasons arrives, we're not going to be hammered by lack of income. I want to be able to withstand that first summer where we're waiting for crops to grow and see what we can do. So this is the field in the live stream that we're going to start working on, get that all covered over. And this is the field that we own right now and that we need to jump into. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've had a little bit of an issue there, to be honest. We got started, the recording didn't quite work. Got the headland done and a couple of passes, and then we ran out of herbicide. So we need to go and get some more. What we're going to do is run over the field, get the Deutz, pick that up, put the front loader on, put the trailer on the back, head over to the store, bring back some fertilizer and the rest of that herbicide, beg your pardon, and then we can get this all done. As you can see the difference, bit I missed there against the rest of the weeds I haven't, so they're looking all good. What we will aim to do is get this all finished off today, and then we're tickety-boo. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to have a wander over here. We'll jump into our Deutz, like I say, put the loader on the front there, and we can get out of here. So that's not going to be too tricky, but I thought we got a little bit further than we did, but hey-ho. Not the worst thing in the world. Jump over the hedge. There we go. No way we go down our little farm track here. I am thinking at some point, obviously we have 139,000 in the bank right now, which is great. We've got some more cereal crops that we can sell at some point. Now we might do that in the live stream later today, as we have to try and get further ahead. But yeah, for now what we'll do is we're just going to try and get those crops growing. This one here, I was just thinking there, whilst I was doing some other bits and pieces, that this might be a nice little area to extend this yard to. And then put like a chicken yard on the end of it, so we can still have a field to go into, but we can also just build out our yard a little bit, because as we grow, we're going to need a little bit more area to use than just this. And that's nice and flat there, that's my kind of thinking behind it. So we'll see about that. What we will do though, is just drop off. Like this, that's right. Do that, drop the mower off there, fire this up. Won't take us too long to run over there and get everything sorted out, but then at least we'll be in a position where we don't have to worry about it at the beginning of the live stream, that's for sure. And then we're kind of all done and dusted, really. A few cereal crops left in the silos as well, so if need be, when the price is right, we'll get that sold, make a pretty penny off of that, and then that can go towards the next field, I would say. We were aiming to get, like I say, if we closer we can get to 200,000 without spending any more money, the better, because that can really open up a few more doors for us. Like I say, right now we've got some silage to sell from this field probably, and we've got a little bit more, we've got another field to drill as well, and then we'll try and harvest those two, see how we get on. So yeah, unfortunately right now we do have to go and just spend a little money, so what can you do there? But yeah, we'll get ourselves going on that side of things, and then we'll feel a little bit more comfortable about our situation. So yeah, just kind of getting everything up and rolling. What we will do though right now is we'll leave it here, I do believe. So thank you ever so much for watching. I have been SimulationForTheNation. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, and if you've yet to do so already, do smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell for videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we will see you in the next one. Just again, another reminder, we will be back with a live stream later on this afternoon, Wednesday at time of output there. So that will be Wednesday 7 PM GMT, 2 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you stick around for that, and we shall see you later on. Until then, though, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.